वापस रिकॉर्ड करना है.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am Ananya Patwardhan and I secured the All India first rank in the March 2015 ICSE board examinations. I secured 99.20% with a perfect 100 in maths, science and technical drawing applications.
Well, hi, this is Tezan Sahu, and I too shared the All India first rank with Ananya, securing a 99.20% and getting a perfect 100 in maths, social studies, and computer applications. Well, we are here to share our experience with Sinhal classes so that just as we have benefited a lot from this institution, similarly, all of you who are connected to us can benefit a lot from this.
I started my journey with Sinhal's from 9th standard itself. So I had enrolled for the 2-year program, 9th and 10th. And let me tell you, it was definitely very helpful because of the advice from the experienced professors, the very well-made notes, and the entire journey rather.
We have another colleague of ours, Dharmi. Dharmi, from which location are you calling? Hello, Dharmi. Are you able to hear us?
Yes,
Yeah, we have Ananya and
yes, sir.
you have any questions to ask them?
So how was I able to manage the time according to how much were they studying per day?
Whom do you want to ask this question?
Ananya.
Okay, as I said earlier, I would rather stress on regular studying than sitting at a stretch and studying for a large amount of time, because in my opinion that is less productive than if you create slots of say 1 hour and allot your chapters accordingly. So make a timetable, allot your chapters, and that will really help you manage your time well.
Thank you so much.
You have any other question, Dharmi?
From where?
No, sir.
From which location are you calling?
Malad?
Malad.
Yes.
Okay, great. You have any other questions?
Yeah, I also want to know that did you refer Sinhal's note or your school note or both?
Yeah, Tezan.
Basically, I would say go for both of them because Sinhal's notes gives you a completely crystal clear picture of what needs to be studied from the school notes. The school notes, obviously, since it is a part of the syllabus, so you need to know the school book as well, bit by
I have
bit.
experienced in 9th standard also the excellent notes, the expert advice of our experienced professors, and the entire assessment pattern. So I would say that this entire journey of 2 years has been a memorable and enriching one.
Yeah, the notes that Sinhal classes had provided us with were really vital because the concepts were told in such a clear manner that we didn't have any chance of getting confused. First of all, secondly, the notes were given in a question-answer format. So that you were able to understand what kind of questions could be put, and also that how a certain question could be twisted in several different manners, and the way you had to answer give the same answer in accordance with the question. Also, the professors at Sinhal classes were really helpful. From day one itself, they judged the students perfectly, and also the experience that they had was really helpful for both of us.
I think another important aspect that helped boost our performance was the very friendly environment which the professors helped create in the classroom. We had an excellent rapport with all professors, and they were extremely friendly and never made us feel that it was a very rigid system, because it was not. We could approach them very easily with our doubts, with our difficulties, and they helped solve it and made sure that at the end of the day we had no doubts left unsolved. Also, the teaching style was excellent, and it made sure that our grasping power was to the maximum, and that there was no student in class who was not attentive, because it was a very nice procedure which helped grab every student's attention.
Following this were the different assessments conducted by the Sinhal classes, which included the daily class tests, which were basically your a short test of 5 marks after each and every class, so that to understand how much the student has understood in that particular class. Following that were a set of chapter-wise tests, which helped us to actually get a command over each and every chapter. Because we had chapter-wise tests for maths and science, both of them,
Yes.
and which actually help us get a good command over each and every chapter, so that overall we have a good knowledge. Following just on based on these chapter-wise tests, we had our SSB batch selection, which was the batch for the special students in every particular branch. Now that was the selection for that was a really tough one, because you had to perform extremely well in each and every chapter-wise test to get into that. And once you get into that, you actually feel the really you get a taste of what this good things are like. Because the moment you get into that batch, you are given special trainings, you are given more amount of practice, which actually which helps you to boost your scores.
Very true. And in the month of October itself, we started with our prelim examinations, and which gave us a good 3-4 months before the board examinations for plenty of revision. These prelim tests, we had 5 tests for maths and science, and also for English and social science, which helped us analyze our mistakes, get to know where we are going wrong, and also helped us build on our performance and confidence, and it helped us ensure that we did not make the same mistakes in our final board examination. Also, there was the special batch which was formed. It was called the First in India batch. This was an initiative which was started from this year onwards, wherein 30 odd students from these special student batches were selected, and we were given special training, last minute guidance from our very experienced professors. They also had a WhatsApp platform wherein we could take our doubts and difficulties to professors any time of the day, and it was understood that we could have our doubts solved. It was very interactive in nature, it was not one-sided, so we also got inputs from fellow students, which really helped make this a very
Understand why a certain thing is correct or why a certain thing is wrong, because the views had come from everyone. Now when you have such immense number of views, then you get to know several different possibilities for a particular question to be asked.
Okay, Tezan, we have now someone on live. We have Vinit from Delhi, and it's
Okay.
got a very beautiful question for you. So please.
Sure. Hi.
Hi. How did you plan your study timetable during exams or before exams?
Basically, I would say have a timetable not for 7 days or a week, have it for 365 days. And it is not that the entire timetable needs to be prepared at a stretch. Have it for around about 2 weeks, continuously for 2 weeks, keeping in mind what subjects are there behind, what subjects you are lagging behind in, or you have some competitions in front, you have some extracurriculars. Give some time to them as well. And I don't think you should have it for more than 3 to 4 hours a day.
Yes, and I would also suggest that you micromanage your day, create slots of about say 45 minutes, because it is said that the attention span of a normal human is about 45 minutes. So your attention and concentration will be to the fullest, and it will lead to maximum utilization of the time that is available to you.
Okay. And what about playing time?
Yeah, sure. You should
Yes.
give preference to
You
playing
should
as well.
definitely.
It should not happen that you are in your study mood and you neglect playing, because fitness is also important. Because at this stage, when you are in 10th standard, you should not fall ill. That is
Yes.
one of the major concerns of
Yes,
several
yes.
students. The thing is that play, but do not play to such an extent that you forget your studies.
It should not become a distraction.
Okay.
Okay, Ananya, we have one more student over here. Yeah, hi, hello, what's your name?
Ansh,
Ansh from Ansh, where are you from?
Chennai.
Okay.
Hi,
Hi,
Ansh.
Ansh.
Hi. I wanted to ask you that was the expert guidance from Sinhal's class helpful?
Definitely, it was extremely helpful because the professors that we have here at Sinhal classes are experienced, and it was their guidance and their support which helped us boost our performance. They were there for us every step of this journey. As I mentioned earlier, we had this WhatsApp platform where we could approach the professors any time of the day with any difficulties that we may have, be it even a minuscule one, because it
Those
was
minuscule ones pile up to become huge doubts which
so
trouble you
before-
a lot at the
before
examination
it
time.
reaches that level, it is best to get them sorted out and solved when they are still small.
Do you suggest that expert guidance is necessary except the guidance given from school?
Yeah, very true, because the school prepares a foundation for a student. We are associated with the school for around about 10 years, 8 years, 5 years,
Mhm.
whatever it is, but it is the school which prepares the foundation. And the expert guidance which we receive from an institution like Sinhal classes will actually build upon that. Because if both of them are equally important, because if you do not have a foundation, you will not find a place in that institution.
So I think what is important is that you grasp whatever you can from both the sources, because if there is a particular concept which is not that clear, in one source, then you can definitely understand it better with
From
the other source. So it's like you get the best of both worlds.
And we also had our contact programs and study workshops,
Yes.
which were conducted just, I think,
A few
a few
weeks
weeks before
before
the
the
examination.
yes.
And that time students have got lots of doubts.
Lots.
And this was what actually helped us again a lot, because all the professors were keen on clearing each and every doubt. Again, as we said, the doubt solving and the revision lectures conducted by Sinhal classes, along with them this contact program, which gave us a very confined syllabus, out of which we could just glance through the syllabus, glance through that contact program booklet, and the syllabus was at our fingertips.
And I think even the study workshops played a very
Very
important
important
role,
role.
because I think that was something that definitely gave us an edge over the others.
Exactly.
Tejan, Ananya, we have now one more student on live, I think.
Okay.
May I know your name, please? Who's on live?
Akshay.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello, can you hear?
My name is Akshay. I'm from Gujarat, Ahmedabad. My
Okay.
question with you is, now during your study leave, what kind of support system did Sinhal provide you?
Well, as we said, the First in India batch was created just a few months before the examination, which was around about in December, January. And we got our study leaves around about in February,
Yes.
Jan and February.
Yeah.
So, as the First in India WhatsApp platform was created, so we could get a very good support from Sinhal's professors. 10 professors ready to solve our doubts at any point of time, 24/7. Anytime you ask a doubt, within half an hour you would get a solution to that, either by a professor or by any other student as well. Because even we get to learn so many things from the other students.
True, and it was not just academic guidance that was provided to us. If any student was feeling not so confident, then I think everybody helped in boosting their
Boosting the
morale.
confidence.
The professors made sure that all of us were in good spirits, because I think that is something that really matters, because as I said, it is those 2-3 hours
Exactly.
of the actual
examination.
examination which are extremely crucial, and you need to be at your best in that short span of time.
Tejan, there is one student who's not able to come on live.
Okay.
I think we have it on the chat window, and the student says
Sure.
that I am weak in mathematics. What are the tips to strengthen my mathematics concepts?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that practice maths as much as you can, because it's practice which makes a man perfect, and maths cannot be done in a better manner than practicing. I guess around about 30 minutes per day, practicing maths, assorted, miscellaneous, not from a particular chapter only. You take up different units, you take up different chapters, and then pick up a few sums from there and practice it. And you also use several reference books, because for maths, the more the number of reference books you have, the more the amount of practice that you get.
Correct. You get exposed to various type of problems, and that just gives you an idea of all the type of questions that can be asked.
For a reference book in maths, we can suggest Professor O.P. Sinhal's maths textbook, and also Concise Mathematics by Sarina. So, which were really good books which helped us to achieve those hundreds in maths.
Yes.
The contact program
Okay,
and
we-
the study workshops, which were held just 1 or 2 weeks before the actual board examinations. I feel that this thing started by Sinhal, which was the contact program and study workshop, was actually really helpful, because at the time when you have just 1 week or 2 weeks left for examinations to start, the student's mind is full of doubts.
Very true.
They may be
Been
silly.
there, done that.
They may be silly. They may be really good ones. But whatever it is, doubts are doubts. And all the professors, none of them discriminated among the doubts. Each and every doubt was cleared in such a manner that the student was convinced in the end, so that he was not left with even a single doubt in mind the day he entered into the examination hall.
Mhm. Because if you are under the burden of doubts even till the last moment, I think it's obvious that it will affect your performance in one
Exactly,
way or
you would
another.
not be able to give you 100%. Your subconscious mind will surely be thinking about, if that question turns up, what would happen. But that was something which Sinhal's has completely
Try to avoid,
Exactly.
because they provided us with such wonderful guidance.
We have another caller, Harsh. Harsh, you're there on the line?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, Harsh, we are able to see you. You can put your question.
How have you studied your English?
Can you once again Can you once again put your question?
Actually, I'm weak at English.
Not an issue.
Can you please give me a tips to study English?
Tips to study English will be key. Feel free to approach your teachers, may it be in school or in your any institution that you go to. Feel free as possible, and also go through your books, read each chapter or each story, each poetry at least 10 times before going to the examination hall. That is what I would suggest. Then there are a few reference books available as well. If you could get them, that would be really good. And for English as such, try because what do I say? Start at home as well. Talk to yourself in English, and which will help your vocabulary increase.
And I think another important point is normally what happens is, and I think it's logical, that we think in our mother tongue,
Exactly.
which is something that should be avoided. If you start thinking in English, all the thoughts which come to your mind will be easily available for you to put it down on paper, so that you won't have to translate, because normally the translations are pretty weird, and that is not something you would want to write in
You
your
may
exam.
have a direct translation.
Yeah, which is not what the examiners may expect.
Harsh, can you hear us?
Yeah. How to go about trigonometry?
Trigonometry,
Ananya.
I think you need to be familiar with the table at first, the values for sine, cos, tan for 0, 30, 60, 45, 90, etc. Because once you know that, you won't at least waste time in trying to
the table.
recollect. Yes, trying to recollect that, okay, what is the value? So that will save you some time. And if you go step by step, try solving similar problems of a particular type, I think you'll be able to master that particular type.
And for identities, I would prefer ki, at least when you start the chapter on identities, for at least 7 to 10 days, you go ahead writing those identities in
You
a
get a hang
notebook.
of it.
Exactly.
And
Yes, who is this, please?
I'm
Hello?
thinking.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, who is this, please?
This is Harsh.
Harsh, okay.
Harsh.
Yeah, you have any other questions, Harsh?
Yeah.
Yeah, please, carry
How did
on.
you manage your time? What was the schedule?
Schedule, basically you need to make a timetable and follow it, and it's just not a repetitive one for 7 days or a month or something. It should be kept for 365 days, keeping in mind whatever things have been backlogged, or you're coming, you have some competitions at long, then you need to keep time for them as well, and then follow the timetable and go ahead.
Tejan and Ananya, there's another question which is coming in from Rishabh.
Okay.
Though Rishabh is not able to, we are not able to see his video.
Okay.
His question is, how did you set the timetable? I do 2 subjects in a day. Will that be enough?
I think that you should bring about some change in your timetable. If you are doing a particular hard subject, say take for example physics. then pair it up with a comparatively easy one, so
Easy
that
one.
your brain is not
Taxed that much.
taxed that much. So it's like you can focus on the more important one, and then when you are a little tired of that, you can switch over to the other subject. And I think if you're doing 2 subjects per day, that will be fine. But make sure that you stay in touch with all subjects regularly so that you won't forget anything.
Tezan, is there a different timetable at the beginning of the year, in the mid of the year, or just before the examination, or is the same timetable?
As I said earlier, you need to have a new timetable every time, keeping in mind whatever things are there in front to come. Because at the beginning of the year, you don't have much pressure on you, so you can have a slightly lenient timetable for yourself, giving some larger breaks as well. But as time passes and you are nearing examination, take breaks, because a marathon will surely be really stressful. Take breaks, round about for 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something. And
I will also suggest that the breaks be after a slot of about, say, 45 minutes to 1 hour, because it is said that the normal attention span is 45
exactly,
minutes.
45 minutes to 1 hour.
So once you concentrate fully for about a session of 45 minutes,
Take a 10 minutes break.
take a 10 minutes break, do whatever you feel like doing.
And in the month of the last month before the examination, when you get a preparation leave, so please make full utilization of it. You may not get up early in the morning or stay awake till late night. It's not required at all. But please, whatever time you're getting, utilize that in a perfect manner. Because it's the utilization which will help you.
We have Raj. Hello Raj. Where are you from?
I'm from.
Hello. Can you hear me, Raj?
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Where are you from, Raj?
Vashi.
Okay. Hi, Raj.
Yes,
Yeah,
Raj.
hi.
Please.
Any mnemonics that help you in learning important formulas?
Yes, we did have several mnemonics that were provided to us by our professors. However, personally, I preferred studying without mnemonics because I could remember the important details. But yes, for the students who find it difficult to remember a lot of facts or details, mnemonics do
Are a great
wonders.
tool for them.
Yes, definitely.
Because at certain points of time, you feel that when you are going through mnemonics, you miss a letter and then your complete answer comes to a standstill. You cannot go ahead. But there are some people who are great at mnemonics. They are really good at mastering mnemonics. So for them, those mnemonics will be really, really helpful.
And I think it is important for what you are comfortable with. If you are comfortable learning without mnemonics, then that is the way you should opt for, like I did, because somehow I can remember facts.
Things
easily.
without mnemonics.
Yes, so that worked for me. So I suggest that you choose whatever works.
Whatever
well
works for you, because everyone has a different studying pattern,
Correct.
and we don't have any right to command over anyone's studying pattern.
It's your choice.
It's your choice, completely your choice.
Yes.
Sandhya from Baroda, I think she is there on the line. Sandhya, can we have your question, please?
Yeah, hi both of you.
Hi.
Hello.
I just wanted to know how were you taking care of your revision?
Well, the revision, as far as the revision is concerned, the expert guidance by our Sinhal's professor and the several revision lectures were really helpful for us. The professors conducted several revision lectures throughout the year. It was not only in the end that those things happened. Since the beginning, I think around about in June only we had our first revision lectures.
Very true. And I think another important fact is that because we began studying since the beginning, towards the end when it was say 5-6 weeks to the
Before the
examination,
examination.
we had plenty of time for revision, for not just one, several revisions
Several
actually.
revisions.
That is because we have been studying since day one. So I suggest that you begin studying from the first
From
day
the first
itself.
day itself.
You'll be left with plenty of time for several revisions.
And also the amount of tests that we have appeared, the amount of assessments that we have undergone have prepared us thoroughly.
So
it
it's like
has
the entire
made our
syllabus-
concepts rock solid.
Yes, it's like the entire syllabus is,
Just at your
etched
tongue.
upon your mind. You can produce it whenever you want to. I think we'll be stressing on the importance for breaks time and again, because that is something that really helped us throughout the year.
Pursuing your hobbies and
Pursuing
those
your
breaks.
hobbies or rest, take a power nap.
Exactly.
Because,
Yes, that's a very important
everybody
thing.
loves that. And that is sure to refresh your mind, and it will ensure that the next time that you sit to study, your attention is complete.
Well, as study tips, I would also like to give this one because this is what I follow generally for my science subjects, which is also called the SQ3R method of studying. The S here stands for survey, which means glance through the chapter just before it is being taught at an institution or in school, whatever. Glance through it so that you have a grip of what are the topics being taught, or what are the points that will be focused upon in the chapter. After it is being taught, you can go for the Q, which is question. Now this will actually prepare you for the reasoning type questions, which are coming in bulk nowadays in the ICSE examinations. Now, whenever you are going through your textbook or any other study material, ask questions to yourself regarding why is it so, because science is the art of questioning and getting answers for it. When you find that you are not getting an answer for it, please go ahead and ask it to a professor or a teacher and get it cleared as fast as possible.
I think this is important. What most people do is, if they find a particular question very silly, they are very hesitant to ask it because they feel that, okay, if my friends hear it and they'll be like, oh my god, she's so stupid. But that's not the case, because every doubt is important, and it will only help you understand it better. So please don't feel that, okay, my question is not as good as the other person's. Every question that you get solved will only lead you closer to success.
Well, the next R will stand for read. Read thoroughly, because there are small things which we tend to miss or we tend to overlook when we are not reading the chapter carefully. You must read the chapter carefully and understand. Your concepts need to be mastered. And again, after reading, or while reading rather, the second R comes into picture, which is recite. After you have done 2 or 3 pages of a chapter, close the book and recite aloud a few important points which have been covered in the chapter.
Just make sure that you know what you've read before, because this will help you make sure that, okay, after a certain amount of time also I'm able to recollect what I have learned.
Exactly. And the last R will be review, which is after you have finished a chapter, please go ahead and make notes if you want, or summarize the chapter in brief, and just have a couple of questions being asked to yourself, and just see that you have a command over the chapter, and repeat this procedure as many times as possible, because subjects like science or social studies need to be done thoroughly.
I think another important thing, this is a very famous line, I don't know if you must have heard it, that success is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration, and that is extremely important. You need to work really, really hard, and you also need some amount of internal motivation, which will definitely bring you closer to success.
I think we have another question with us here.
Rishabh.
Yeah.
From
Rishabh, I believe, yeah, you can put your question. We are able to hear you.
Yes, we are able to hear you now. A little clear.
How much should I study on daily basis?
in the sense, how could you please ask your question again?
Rishabh,
Once again.
How much should I study for each subject on daily basis?
You may not study every subject on a daily basis because that isn't possible, but make sure that you have a practice of maths at least for half an hour a day, so that you will be polished with the skills and you will be in touch with that subject and those numbers, because that is what is the most important thing. Then as far as the subjects are concerned, around about 2 to 3 subjects a day with a span of around about, as Ananya said, 45 minutes to 1 hour will be actually
create
helpful.
slots, because that will ensure your well utilization of the time that is available to you. And so that's what I said, pair it up. If you have a hard subject and an easy subject on one day, that will just help ensure that your concentration is firm in whatever you are doing. And so if you manage your time well along with schedules, then it will definitely ensure that you complete your portion well in advance and you get enough time
for revision work to be done.
Yes.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much.
Excellent job you guys have done.
Thank
and
you.
As a parent, I would like to know, like, see, now my son, if he starts at 9 in the morning school, and by the time he reaches home, it's like going to be like 4:45. And then again, he has to rush to Sinhal classes. He has to be there by 5 o'clock, which is going to be up to 8 or 8:30 probably. So, I mean, how do he take out some time for his own studies?
Ma'am, from which location are you calling?
Vashi.
And can we know something about yourself? Your son is in ICSE?
ICSE, yes, Sinhal Vashi.
Okay, yeah, please. Ananya.
I know that most kids these days, including me, we have a very hectic schedule, and it's like you're rushing back and forth continuously, and it's really a Herculean task to manage everything. But we have no choice. Being students, we have to do it. So I think the better way would be, as I said, plan your day well, because if you allot time sufficiently, then I don't think it will be much of a problem. And yes, it is important to take time out for self study, because in my opinion, when you sit in front with the textbook in front of you, that is when your concentration is maximum, and at least it worked for me that the maximum learning I could do in that way.
And as far as the schedule is concerned, because you need to rush to Sinhal's or the school as well, so the major part should be done over there itself. You need to grasp as much as possible from there, from the institution to where you are going.
Yes, exactly. Now, if there is a part which is not clear, say in one institute, then you can grasp it better in the other one. So basically, make maximum use of all the resources that are available to you.
Then we have Manju. Okay. I think she can see us and listen to us, but she doesn't have an audio and video.
Okay.
She's asking that how to plan studies and have frequent revisions.
As we said earlier, that you have a timetable for yourself and follow it.
That is important because everybody makes timetables, but very few actually follow it. Yes.
And you must keep times for revision as well, as you have specified how to keep times for revision. After you have studied a particular portion, a particular topic or a particular chapter in a thing, after you have done around about 2 to 3 chapters in the subject, keep some time for revision, for summarizing the major points and being in touch with every chapter. I mean, it should not happen ki if I'm concentrating only on science, I forget about social studies. It should not be in that manner at all.
Correct, and I feel that if you begin from the start itself, covering up your syllabus, then you will be left with plenty of time for revision. I think both of us have experienced that because we began from the very beginning.
Very beginning. Start from day one and put in the equal amount of effort.
Yes, so towards the end, when it's like your board examination is round the corner, you'll be left with plenty of time for regular revisions, which will be enough, I think.
Shreya, we have you on the camera. Can you please put across your question? Shreya, are you able to hear us? Shreya, are you able to hear us? Hello?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, you have both the toppers sitting just in front of you. You can put across your question to them.
Okay, so just share your tips with me.
First of all, I would like to say ki all the best for whatever is about to come, and then the most important part is that since every one of us has doubts, you need to ask your doubts. And what else?
I think the last minute tips would be keep your cool in the exam hall, because it is those 2-3 hours that actually matter. Because if you are all panicky in the examination room, then all the efforts that you have taken in the past year might go down the drain, which is not something that you would like to happen. So keep your cool. And most importantly, I believe, don't stress out. Because
many people say that there are some kind of stress busters that you should take care of. Ananya, Tezan, can you just guide our audience who all are on live right now? Did you have any such kind of concept or something called a stress buster in your life?
Yes, I did, and I think that played a very important role in the success that both of us have achieved. I think it's really important to take regular breaks and to do some activity which will help you get rid of your anxiety or of the stress which you might be having, because that will ensure that your mind is refreshed and you can resume studying with a very rejuvenated mind and with maximum concentration. So it may be any activity that you enjoy. You can pursue several hobbies, be it reading, singing, painting, dancing. Basically, whatever it is that you enjoy.
What you like, which you enjoy doing, because at the time of examination, everyone knows the stress levels are very, very high, and actually to compete with those stress levels, you have to have at least some bit of relaxation. It may also be playing. It's not said that you stop living your life in your 10th standard. In fact, you must live your entire life in this year. In fact, this is the most important year for you. You should not break away from your hobbies at all. In fact, I will share a personal experience as well, which during the examination times also, during those long breaks of 4 days or 3 days before each examination that we had, I used to do a lot of paintings as well, which actually kept my mind really fresh and prepared for what I would study next.
Correct, because it is these small things that help amount to a great difference in and a boost in your performance.
And recently, we both have just realized that both of us have a keen interest in singing, and something that has kept both of us motivated was, I think, a single song.
Yeah, it was a sing song.
Can you sing? Can you let our audience hear that, please?
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I think they'll really enjoy that.
Okay.
हौसला कैसे झुके, ये आरज़ू कैसे रुके, मंजिल मुश्किल तो क्या, धुंधला साहिल तो क्या, तन्हा ये दिल तो क्या, तुम तो ना तेरे ना ना तेरे,
तुम तो ना तेरे ना तेरे ना, तुम तो ना तेरी ना ना तेरे ना, तुम तो ना तेरी ना ना तेरे ना,
राह पे काटे बिखरे अगर, उस पे तो फिर भी चलना ही है।
छुपा रे सूरज अगर, रात को एक दिन ढलना ही है, रुत
ये टल जाएगी, हिम्मत रंग लाएगी, सुबह फिर आएगी, ये टल जाएगी, हिम्मत रंग लाएगी, सुबह फिर आएगी, तुम तो ना तेरी ना तेरी ना, तुम तो ना तेरी ना तेरी ना.
Okay, great. I think my audience also liked it very much.
Well, thank you so much.
If you have any other doubts that we were not able to solve in this short span of time, please email your queries to sinhalswebinar@gmail.com.
The spelling for which is SINHALSWEBINAR@gmail.com.
Thank you so
Well,
much,
thank you so
and
much.
wish you all the best.
Thank you, Tejan and Ananya.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, audience, for connecting with us for this great evening. Thank you so much.